Good morning, friends. It's Wednesday morning and it's now about 7 o'clock. It's kind of light outside, but not fully light. So I'm making this video after several attempts of making this video over, seriously, a period of maybe a couple years. I've actually sat down over a couple years, made a video like this one that you're going to see, that I am going to put out this time. Only thing is, every time that I've made the video, I've decided not to put it out because sometimes people, they get upset and so forth. I want to talk about YouTube etiquette. I'm not the only one that notices the things that I'm going to share with you. Because if you are on YouTube a lot watching videos, and if you read through comments, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's actually the same way if you go over to Facebook or other venues of social media. Let me just ask this question. Have you seen a lot of rudeness from people on YouTube, on any social media? I see a lot of it. And quite honestly, as we're moving forward in time, it seems to me that things get worse. I've actually watched several YouTubers over even this last year start talking about YouTube etiquette and so forth. And let me just say this, it's like, you know, people just have bad manners. And the thing is, if they're making negative comments and so forth on your YouTube channel or on your Facebook, social media, wherever, what are those people like in real life? That's what I ask myself a lot now. Boy, if this person would come and say this to me, how do they treat people in real life? You know, I think maybe it might be easier for some people to be rude to others more on social media because they don't, you know, they don't know the person. You know, they don't know that YouTube person. You see what I'm saying? Or that friend that they have on Facebook. They don't know them in real life. Sometimes people don't even want to use profile pictures. They'll pick a picture of a tree or a flower. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to show themselves. I've talked to people about this that do that. And a lot of people say, well, I want my privacy. Well, here's the thing. As soon as a person gets on any social media, you've given away your email address to set up an account, you have lost your privacy. You've lost your privacy. And that's going to be my dog snoring in the background because, like I said, it's early in the morning here. They're still sleeping. But, you know, even some of these people that have made rude comments, even to me, on my channel over the years, I go to those persons' channels and I look to see, well, let's look at your video content. And I go there, and 9 times out of 10, those people don't even make videos. And the thing is that what's really bothersome to me are the people that they go to channels that they subscribe to, or they see a video here on the side and it looks interesting and they click it on, whether it's me or it's somebody else, whatever. They watch the video, they're not subscribers. And whatever they don't like about the video content or what the person said, they have to make a rude remark. And the thing is, these persons don't make videos. 9 times out of 10, they don't make videos. Again, you see, I follow up with folks. I've actually gone to persons over the years. I see a rude remark, you know, like on my channel or something, and I'll say, you know, I saw, your comment, and I wanted to come here in private and answer it for you. And hey, I noticed that you don't make videos. How come you don't make videos? And I will tell you the number one reason why people don't make YouTube videos, they'll make excuses of, well, I don't have a camera. I've heard that excuse. You know what I've said to them? Do you have a phone? Because all phones now are equipped with video, that you can do videos. You can make YouTube videos with your phone. And when I throw that back out at them, they're quiet. They don't say anything. So it's not that people don't have cameras. No, that's an excuse people will give. But here's the reason. This is what then, even if they don't answer that and I continue dialogue with them, then I fish the real reason out of people. I have a way of doing that. It's a talent that I have. And I do it in real life too. When I know that somebody's being shady with me, I'm just not really trusting the answer, I have a way that I dialogue and I communicate with people and I fish the truth out of them. And so this is why I say this is the number one reason. People will say this: I don't make YouTube videos because I don't want other people judging me. What do you mean judging you? I'll even ask them that. I don't want people to make comments about my house, what my house looks like. I've even had people say, I don't want people looking at me, making comments about me and what I look like. I even had a lady one time even said that she needed to lose weight. And she didn't want people making comments about her weight. And see, this is the thing that, it's disturbing to me that a lot of these people who are making rude comments, most of them come from two classes of people. I'm going to say three classes of people. First class, it's a lot of young people, okay? When it comes to young people and their snide remarks, I just ignore it. The other thing is people that, if they're rude in social media, they're just really rude people in real life too. It's kind of like people that you wouldn't want to associate with in real life anyway, right? They've got issues going on in their life and so forth. But the other class of people that they come and they make these rude remarks, a lot of times they're people that, they're jealous. They're jealous of other people and what other people have and so forth. And I'm not the only YouTuber that's made a video like this one that has even discovered these same things. And especially like when it comes to like the younger girls. Let me just give you an example. There's a girl, a young lady, I want to say. She's not a girl, she's a young lady. And she has a cooking channel. She's got lots and lots of subscribers. I mean a lot. And she's sweet. She's perky. She's sweet. She does a great job with her cooking videos. Her and her husband even decided to do some vlogging. And the people in comments and even outside of YouTube on another website would say very hateful things about her. And why? What did she do to deserve that? She did nothing to deserve it. It's just people that are jealous of her, evidently. They're jealous of her life. There are people that, they do get jealous of people. I don't know. There are people that, I don't know. They got things going on in their life. Maybe they're stressed or whatever, and then they take things out on other people. Like I say, that they could just be rude people in real life. The thing is this is what I want people to understand. When you're going and subscribing to people on YouTube, or even if you're not even subscribed to a video that you click on, the moment that you click on a video, understand that that person's channel that you're watching, that person is inviting you to learn tips from them. They're inviting you to be a part of their life. They want to share their life with you. They're vlogging, whatever. If they got a cooking channel, they're inviting you to come and see some recipes maybe that you've never seen before. It doesn't matter what the content of the video is. The YouTuber putting out that video is inviting you into their life and into their home. Now, the question that people need to start asking themselves before they start making comments, especially rude comments, those persons need to think to themselves, okay, what if, I made an acquaintance. Oh, I seem to like this person. Isn't that what we do on YouTube? Oh, I seem to like this person. That's why we'll even subscribe to them. Okay, think of, oh, I met this person. They're an acquaintance, and I've asked them over for coffee and a bundt cake on Thursday. Thursday, the doorbell rings. You go to answer the door, and there's your acquaintance. And you open the door and invite your acquaintance into the house. Now, the question is, how would a person like this if that acquaintance walked in and the moment they step their foot in the door and they start looking around, you know what? I don't like those curtains over there. You know what? I don't really care for that paint color that you have on your wall over there. I think you should paint it a different color. You know what? I think you should do this and you should do that. Now, with that being said, think of this yourself. If that was you doing that, opening a door to an acquaintance, somebody steps in to your home and starts criticizing your home, would you like that? And I think all of us would say, no, we don't like that. Let me ask this. Would you ever invite that person back to your house? And I think the answer to that most often would be no. So this is the thing. Why do people go to other people's YouTube channels to leave derogatory, rude remarks? I don't understand. Here's the thing. There's a saying. My mother used to say it to me and my brothers all the time growing up. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's the thing. If you're watching a YouTube video, you don't like the content of what you see, turn it off. And when you turn it off, you don't have to leave a remark as you're turning it off and making an exit. If you don't like what you see or you don't like what you hear, and you just think, yeah, I'm not going to really like this person, then don't subscribe. And if you have subscribed, unsubscribe. That's all you have to do. It's very simple. Now, I want to talk to you about my channel. If you go back on this channel to my first video, I don't even know what the date is. I don't know, was it 2013 or 2014? I can't remember, quite honestly. I have another channel. As I have mentioned numerous times, I'm a Christian, okay? And how I started with YouTube channels, I was actually on MySpace, and I associated with a lot of Christian friends and so forth. And I started doing little like Bible teachings or whatever. And it was a lot to type out. And I found that you couldn't really say a lot of things, and people don't want to read a whole bunch of stuff. I thought it would be better if I just got on camera and started speaking and saying what I needed to say. So I started doing that. But along the way, I felt impressed that, when I'm canning green beans, make a video of it. I'm baking chocolate chip cookies, make a video of it. And I started doing that, to break it up a little bit. I'd have little videos like that here and there. Then I started vlogging. And I started vlogging, was it 2010, 2011? And I vlogged for about maybe a year and a half or so, 2 years at the most on that channel. And I thought, let me, because I was starting to vlog every single day. And some of you that are subscribers here, that's where you first knew me, was from my other channel. And you've watched the vlogs over there. And when I announced that I was doing this channel, you came over and subscribed here. But I vlogged, seriously, almost every single day. I showed cleaning You know, how many times do people need to see me clean my bathroom or clean and do my laundry and all these sorts of things? Now, I know that there's new subscribers that have come along the way, obviously, and you haven't seen those videos. And actually on my other channel, I took all those vlogs down. What I'm thinking about doing is this. I'm thinking that we have to get a new computer. Our other computer upstairs is old, it's acting up and everything. We're thinking about getting a new computer. I do have all my videos saved, I think, my vlog videos. I think I might start putting some out and just call them classic. So whatever the YouTube video title was, and then I'll put in parentheses classic so you know that it's an older vlog. But I've shown all of this stuff, okay? I've shown a lot of my traveling out and about and all of this sort of thing. But then when we came to 2015, let's move there now. That's when my son separated from his wife. That's when my son came here and he had Alex with him. And then we, you know, started the whole dreaded, stressful year. And I've talked about that. It was a very stressful year. And I didn't do a lot of vlogging. Then we moved into 2016. I tried to pick up a little bit, making videos and that sort of thing. But let me just say something here. Every YouTuber that you watch, I don't care if they're fixing cars, if they're giving plumbing tips, if they're organizational people, I don't care what they do, what their content is. These people, like me, like you, they are real people and they have real problems going on in their life. No one is exempt from issues going on. Now, I had a stressful year 2015, even going into 2016. I've talked about that. We have the issue now with Alex, and he's behind in communication and everything. I'm having to have a teacher come out here once a week. And then there is a therapist that has to come once a month. And then there's the coordinator that she needs to come periodically. I'm having people weekly come in and out of my home for Alex, okay? So I got that going on. I have Lacey's issue going on with her Addison's disease, and she's the medicine's making her having to go to the bathroom a lot, and I'm having issues now with, you know, keeping my furniture covered. I'm doing a lot of laundry every day, pulling those sheets off, having to wash. She can't help it. You know, it's a thing that she can't help it, but it's something I have to stay on top of. Okay, this is an issue going on in my life. My youngest son, whom I've talked about, you know, he's the, you know, Peter Pan. That's what I call him sometimes, Peter Pan. It's like, I don't want to grow up. He's finally now realized he's got to grow up. And I told you he's got a job. He's got a very good job. He actually loves it. And so, you know, finally he's come out of that shell, and there were things going on there with him, with all of that. And so I have a lot of things going on in my life. I continued to vlog as I could in 2016. 2015, I had to lay off of it. Very stressful year, as I said. But I picked up a little bit in 2016. It's 2017. You know, still got things going on here and there. And I'm trying to do my best to keep videos out at least once in a while. Now, the thing is, what I'm putting, the content for my video, this is my channel. I'm sharing what I want to share. As I've told everybody, I started this channel as a means of letting my family know what me and my children, my husband, what we're up to. Because my family's all out of state. And it turned into a hobby, doing videos, okay? I do not monetize my videos. I am not here to do videos to make money like a lot of YouTubers are. No, this is purely a hobby for me. And so I'm sharing with my family, my friends, and my subscribers over the years who've become my friends. I'm sharing the content that I know that they have liked seeing because they like knowing what's going on in my life. Okay? Now, with that being said, you know, I want to bring this up. I had a person last week commented, it was I think on my last video or whatever, and they said something about, how did they say it? About shopping. Is that all you do is shop? I think that was it. Is that all you do is shop? Now, if they would have just said, is that all you do is shop, and left it go at that, I would have, you know, saying, no, well, you know, let me explain a little bit, you know, why I show a lot of haul videos and things like that. But then this person followed the question up with another question, and that was the thing that really irritated me. I'm just going to be honest. I was very irritated by it. The first question was, is that all you do is shop? Then the next question, do you not have anything else better to do? Do I not have anything else better to do? Well, let's see. I clicked on this person's video like I normally do if I get a question like that. Let me go see what their content is. And I see they don't make any videos. And see, this is the thing that's troubling with me. And it's not just me. Like I say, I go to my own people that I subscribe to. I read through comments. I see some of the things that they say. And it's like, why would you say this to this person? You know what? If you're bothered or whatever, don't leave a comment at all. Or unsubscribe from that person. Whatever. Why do you have to be rude? You know, here's the thing. Let's talk about shopping for a minute. All of my videos do not center around shopping. Now, maybe here lately, I've shown hauls and things like that. You know why? Because I'm not doing a lot of vlogging right now of my everyday life. I'm kind of taking a back seat on that a little bit, and I've given the reasons why. So to put videos out for you guys so that we don't go long periods of time without you seeing me, because I get my subscribers, Sandy, I've missed you. I even have people send me messages, Sandy, is everything okay? You haven't put a video out for a week, or it's been 2 weeks or whatever, and I miss you. You know, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that kind of encouragement and support when people will leave me comments or messages like that. I truly am very appreciative. Because it lets me know that there's people that they watch because, you know, it's not that they're entertained, but I've had people say, I learned from you. I learned tips from you and things like this. And that's nice. And I'm so glad. Because I try to keep my content as upbeat and as positive as I can. Now, because I go long stretches and I'm not putting anything out, so I'll put out something because maybe I did go shopping. Maybe, you know, there's other YouTubers, they do hauls too. They show things that they purchase and so forth. But it's not even that. Let's say, for example, that you're subscribed to a person who just does do-it-yourself projects. I'm going to throw a person, I'm going to do a shout out to At Home with Nikki. Do you ever watch her channel? Do you know who she is? At Home with Nikki. Put it in your search bar. Her videos will come up. Go to her channel. Subscribe to her. She's great. I love her. I love her videos. I love watching what she puts out. And she does a lot of organizational things. She does a lot of designing, room designing and things like that. She's transforming her whole house. And, you know, she's showing things along the way. She has a beautiful home. Her and her husband is so gifted in carpentry. They do a lot of the work themselves. And her videos are great. That's all I'm just going to tell you. Subscribe to her. But Nikki, you know, people will like enjoy that. Oh, I want to see, you know, her, you know, doing an organizational video or do-it-yourself project video. Okay, even organizational videos. I'm going to organize my linen closet. Oh, and then, you know, along the way, towards the end of the video, they, you know, showed the whole thing all over. And what do? You see what it looked like before, towels in there and all kinds of cleaning products or whatever people put in their linen closet. But then at the end, the end result, you know, there's pretty little baskets or pretty little containers, little labels on them and all this sort of thing. Okay, and then you see the after effect, you know what I'm saying, of what they finished with their project. Okay, just because an organizational person didn't take you along to go shopping with them, or they didn't do a shopping haul on the things that they bought. You didn't see that. All you saw was the organizational process. You saw that what was in the closet in the beginning to what's in the closet in the end is not the same. They bought new towels. They bought new baskets and put labels. They bought new this. So in other words, shopping was still involved. You might have not went through the shopping process, but if you think that a fairy came and just, clicked their fingers and boom, everything just appeared there for that person, that's absurd to even think something like that. No, that person went shopping. People are making cooking videos. They have to go to the store to go buy all those ingredients so that they can make the cooking video for you. Shopping's involved. Almost every YouTube video that's put out, there's some sort of shopping that's involved. So for somebody to say, is that all you do is shop? Do you not have anything else better to do? That's offensive, and it's rude to say something like that to somebody. And no, all my videos are not centered around shopping, and trust me, I have plenty to do at my house. I have over an acre of property. You guys have seen my backyard. You've seen all my shrubberies and my trees and all of these sorts of things. I got plenty to do outside when spring and summer is here, and even the fall. I have plenty to do in my home because I have a large home. My home, I'm not saying this because, I want to toot my horn or anything. My home is 3,400 square feet. Then we have 900 square feet of finished square footage in our basement. And you guys have seen, even in my basement, how it's finished off. Got a big family room down there, a pool table, and all that. My son, his bed's down there. That's where his room is. So if you add the 900 square feet to my 3,400 square feet, that's 4,300 of finished square footage in this house that needs to be cleaned and needs to be taken care of. I have plenty to do. So, a comment like that is really uncalled for, and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate people making comments, I don't like your curtains. You know what? You don't have to like my curtains. If my curtains are offensive to you, unsubscribe from my channel, don't watch my channel, and go find somebody else to go criticize them in what you don't like about them. Because I find that's what a lot of these people do. It's like they think they're the YouTube police, that their job is to come on YouTube and criticize and tell people what, they should change and so forth, in their house and that kind of thing. And that's what I say. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I've dialogued with some of these people like this. And then I've asked them, well, why don't you make YouTube videos and you get the truth out of them? Because I don't want people to judge. I don't want them to judge my house, myself, what I look like and everything. So it's like, okay, you don't want to judge other people, or you don't want other people judging you, but you feel that it's okay that you go judge other people. You see, there's a word for that. It's called hypocrite, isn't it? That person's a hypocrite. So, listen. And it's something else I'm going to tell you that people on social media don't like. And it's probably even happened to you, whether it's on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, that you get somebody that, I don't know, they find a fault with you. And then they, don't want to be your friend anymore. And they send you nasty message, even telling you, and I'm going to unfriend you. You know what? Why even send a message like that to somebody that you're going to unfriend? You know what? If you don't like the person, move along till you find somebody else that floats your boat. Why do you got to leave a nasty message to that person? Why do you have to leave a rude comment? If you don't like them, move along. Why do you have to tell them you're going to unfriend them? Just unfriend them and move along. Why do you have to do that? See, there's a lack of manners on social media these days, my friends. It's very sad. And it makes me think, if these people talk to other people like this on social media, what are they saying to other people, to their neighbors, to their co-workers, to their own family, to people that they meet? If they're rude to people on social media, they're rude to people in real life. That's how I see it. And it's really sad because, you know, I turn on my news and I see protesting and all kinds of nastiness coming from people. And it's all over social media, all of this is going on. And it's like, whatever happened to the human race that we're just not nice anymore? We're just not kind anymore. I don't know. I'm really disturbed by it. But anyway, listen, I love all of you. Any person watching this video, I care about all my subscribers. I care about all acquaintances that come and click on my videos. It's never my intention to ever hurt anybody's feelings. However, I'm just saying these things because it's becoming a problem. Other YouTubers are even starting to make videos now too about the people that are just rude. And it's really sad that people, you know, have to be rude to others, but it's even sad that people like me, other YouTubers, that we have to make videos like this and put this out there for folks. I don't know. There's other things that I could say, but this video is long enough. I think that you understand where I'm coming from. So my video content on this channel is what I'm putting out because this is what I want to put out, because I started this channel with my family across the miles, with them in mind, and other friends that I've made along the way with them in mind. And so when I'm putting out video content, I'm putting out things that I know that they want to see. They want to keep up with me and my life and what's going on. And so that I put that out there for them. And so I'm going to continue putting out the content that I want to put out on this channel because this is my channel. So anyway, I love you guys. I will see you in the next video, and probably the next video is going to be a haul video. So if shopping is offensive to you, you can either A, not watch the next video, or unsubscribe. That's all. So I'll see you guys next video.